So, like, right before we started, I was watching House of a Thousand Corpses, and I am horny today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dark Asylum podcast. I am the chosen one, Zach Winters. With me, as always, is my friends, confidants, and buddies, Darkness
Hello, everybody.
and Big Vicious.
And I was having a good day until I heard your little comment, and now I have the worst visual ever. How you doing, guys?
Yo, like, I couldn't think of any funny names to call you guys this week, so I just went with watching House of a Thousand Corpses and, like, peak Sharon Moon Zombie.
Yeah. I had a strange thing in that one was when they abducted that one chick and they dressed her up like a girl, like a kid, and tied her to the bed.
Oh, yeah.
And Tiny sitting there eating his cereal. I don't know, something about that scene works for me.
that is the most horror. Okay, I was gonna make a joke about being sexually attracted to Tiny, but no, that is the most horrifying part in that movie is watching him eat cereal.
His Agatha Crispies.
Oh my god, it was awful because he's just slurping his spoon, like he's dropping most of them. He's eating them out of a dog bowl, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, nom 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 nom. How the fuck are you guys?
Hanging in there.
Doing good, doing good.
About as well as we could be, you know.
Hell.
Still dealing with the eternal hellscape that is 2020.
It just seems to keep getting better and better.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see what happens after the election.
Yeah, it's just like it's gone off the deep end. I don't know if with all the stuff going on, we're leaning more towards a Demolition Man type future where you're not allowed to say anything bad, you're not allowed to cuss, you're not allowed to, because now we got PlayStation recording all of our conversations in case we say something wrong, and then they can ban our account. So that's leaning more towards the Demolition Man future, or is slowly becoming Idiocracy was a documentary. It was ahead of its time.
Right.
I think our future is a wild mix of Idiocracy with Demolition Man and some Mad Max sprinkles in there.
Yeah, I could see it. The Mad Max stuff. Yeah. I would vote for Terry Crews for president
I
right
was
now.
going to say, we need Terry Crews as president.
He's my official write-in, just Terry Crews. There you go.
I mean, couldn't do worse than the last time we had an actor in the presidency.
Was that Ronnie Reagan?
No, I was just talking about Trump again, but
Oh,
Ronnie Reagan was all right.
Oh, was he an actor? I mean, a reality show, I
he was
guess
in
you
one
are.
reality show. He was in one movie.
Home Alone 2?
Yeah, that 10-second part.
I never even watched that show. I never, so I had no idea what we were getting into. You're fired. Oh, okay.
I knew the very bare minimum basics, but it's been a hell of a 4 years.
Yep. Got the mail-in ballots came in. Just we live in Oregon, and coming from another state, this is so foreign to me. You don't have polling stations. You just have a mail-in ballot. You sign it, you stick it in a barcoded envelope, and you drop it in some kind of huge mailbox-looking thing somewhere in the town that you live in. So
we used to have voting stations around here.
But with everything going on.
Yeah, I don't think they'd go out of their way to try and use that right now.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, so
what have you guys been doing this week?
Going into company Zoom calls and masturbating furiously while everyone can watch. Oh wait, that wasn't me. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, are you a former CNN correspondent?
That's what I'm saying, man. 2020 is one hell of a year. That's one hell of a vintage.
Oh man, are we breaking into weird news stories already?
No, they were just sprinkling it. It's called foreshadowing.
It's good storytelling.
Yeah. I'm
You
Tarantinoing
hint
it.
at it at first.
Yeah, there you go.
You.
No, Tarantinoing would be we do the conclusion, and then we go back and say the middle, and then at the very end you do the introduction. That would be Tarantinoing it.
And then somewhere in the middle, I have to put my foot in your mouth.
Yeah, what? Tarantino loves his feet. Jesus.
He loves it. Hold on. In his defense, if Selma Hayek walked up to me and just started putting her feet in my mouth, I'd go for it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd be a little apprehensive in like some weird Mexican titty bar,
Not
but
me.
no, she looked clean. I'm like, okay, yeah. But I'll be like, damn, you got dirty ass feet all over this fucking sand floor. What are you talking about?
There's Sam. There's probably puke all over this, man. I don't want that in my. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm fucking disgusting. I'll do it without a second thought.
Yeah. And that the 20-minute scene of Uma Thurman's in Kill Bill. Move your toe.
Wiggle
Wiggle
your
that
big
toe.
toe.
Wiggle your oh, and he's just sitting there like, ah, God, all right, try it
God.
again.
And
Try
she
it again.
Wiggles it. She wiggles it, and he shoots in his pants. Or when she steps on the other girl's eye, whose name I can't remember.
Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah.
Yeah. Black Mamba.
Black Mamba.
Wasn't that her code name? I get them all confused. I don't. It's been a few years.
No. I don't remember hers. Or maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. Someone's yelling at us furiously right now.
Screaming into it. Vivica A. Fox, you son of a bitch! It's Vivica A. Fox! I don't
No,
think that
because
was
she was
her.
mad that she wasn't Black Mamba.
Oh. Somebody else stole Black Mamba. Was that Lucy? No, Lucy Liu wasn't Black Mamba. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna go off on this for a fucking half hour and no, fuck it. I still want to see the idea that they had for Vivica A. Fox's daughter getting revenge on Uma Thurman when she grew up.
Isn't that still in the works?
With that kind of stuff, it's always in the works still. But, I'm still waiting for a Vincent and Vic Vega movie that he also said he was going to do.
Fuck, right?
But that's a whole nother story.
If we're still curious, I pulled up the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad codename list.
All right, lay it on us.
Because the bride Beatrix is Black Mamba, Bill is Snake Charmer, Bud is Sidewinder, Ellie Driver is California Mountain Snake, which I think you starred in that movie, didn't you?
What? What?
Nothing.
Oh, good.
I was trying to make a dick joke, but it didn't work.
Oh, sorry.
Oren Ishii is Cottonmouth. Vivica Fox is Copperhead.
Copperhead. Okay. Nice. Now we've gotten that cleared up and all the
Now that we could all sleep tonight.
Yeah.
That one person just veered off the road and is just screaming furiously at his radio.
Or hers. We got
Or hers.
49% female now, so and it's 40.
I take full credit for that.
Yeah, I know. And 47 male, and the rest is non-binary or undecided.
That 49% is going to be sorely disappointed when we start putting up video content.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, those little animated characters that we have in the artwork doesn't do us justice.
Just old hideous ghoul man.
Oh shit. Anyway,
V has a ghost story he was telling us though. I kind of want to get that on the air.
You want to tell your ghost? You wanted to bust in with Big V already?
Fuck it, why not?
Why not?
Flying by the seat of our pants today.
We'll Tarantino this shit. We'll go all out of order. Fuck it, let's do it.
Is there
I'll do the
ever
intro.
any order?
I'll do the introduction at the end of the show.
So anyways, so I got this, I was telling you guys about the new SLS camera. The Xbox Connect's camera hooked up to a tablet with a program. Basically, it uses invisible light to pick up like the body. This and so you can play your games. Well, in this format, it creates stick figures to map out the body. So if you step in front of it, it'll stick figure you and kind of follow you around. Well, in the paranormal world, it's used to pick up things that we can't see with our eyes. And playing around with it in the apartment that I'm at the other day, which you guys should have saw the video that I sent you. There was
we should post that on the Dark Asylum page.
Yeah, it was a trip. It started doing its thing, and sure enough, I mean, you look, there's nothing there, and it wasn't just picking up something that could have possibly looked like a body. It was moving and everything. It was one thing I did notice with this camera. If you run past like a coat rack that may look like a person, it'll map it out, but it stays still. It doesn't move because obviously nothing's moving. It's not. But this thing was sure dancing around, and a couple others that I didn't catch on video were doing the same thing. And it's all areas that the cats either freak out or stare at a lot. So that was interesting. And then what was it? Saturday night. It was Sunday night. We were doing a little EVP and spirit box work. And after we're done with that, we got some interesting things. I'm laying down in my spot on the couch, and I swear to shit, the front door slammed. I shoot up, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, all right, I don't see anything. I messaged one person. I'm like, hey, did you, go to the bathroom and slam your door? They're like, no, I've been in my bed. I haven't moved. Go to check on my boy. He's in his bed, and he was like, yeah, I went to the bathroom. I'm like, did you slam your door? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I think I'm going to chalk it up to you slamming your door because that scared the piss out of me, and I want to go to sleep. So I'm laying there thinking, and I'm like, nah, it wasn't the bedroom door. There's a distinct sound between a bedroom door and a front door. A bedroom door is a very more hollow, light slam, where your front door is a more solid, like, when a front door slams.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I kept telling myself it was the bedroom door, and I went to bed. I got up and left. The next morning, I was like, I need a break from this place.
Isn't it always funny when like something weird happens and it wakes you up? You will do everything in your power to convince yourself that it's not what you really think it is. Like you hear something scratching on the walls outside, and you're like, "Oh, it's just the rake in the wind." And there's like, there's no damn rakes there, and it's not windy whatsoever.
Right.
But
It's
you're
definitely
like,
not a demon.
yeah, in the back of your mind, you're like, it's fucking demon. He's coming to get through it.
And that's the thing. As far as I know, I wasn't asleep. But there's those points where you're like drifting off, and you believe you're awake. You still remember things going on around you. I could have been in that point, but like I said, when I got up, the front door was still locked. So I was like, okay, this is fucked up.
No, shit. Yeah. You need to call yourself somebody. I mean, I don't know what Dan Aykroyd's up to, but I'm sure he'd come take a look. It's available.
Oh, I guarantee you it's something weird.
We're getting some interesting things off the spirit box when we mess around with that. There's something here in this house or apartment. There's definitely something. We've seen shadow things, shadow people in the past. Hearing things. The cats are always going fucking apeshit. Not always, but there's a lot of times where they're just staring. Like they'll all be huddled in one area staring up. And it's like, what the hell?
Supposedly cats can see on a different spectrum, so they're picking up on stuff. Yeah, most animals, but cats especially, man. It's crazy.
Animals and kids. But yeah, definitely cats. Cats are, they're really in tune to all that. And it's creepy when a cat either starts freaking out or staring.
always find it interesting too that most of the tropes for haunted places are haunted houses, old houses. But if you think about it, hotels and apartment complexes have more of a turnaround of people that have weirder things happen in their lives than an old house would that's got a long history.
Mhm.
When I was working in the hotel, like I was there, let's say maybe 10 years, and I personally dealt with probably 6 deaths while I was there.
Oh yeah.
And it's just funny how everyone's got the trope for the old creepy haunted house, but apartment complexes and hotels really don't get as much, focus on them when they have, like I say, that higher turnaround of people that bad things happen.
Right.
Mm. I mean, has there ever been a good haunted hotel besides The Shining?
The Sentinel, well, that was apartment complex, like apartment
Yeah.
building. Um, Poltergeist 3,
Oh
Hey,
Jesus.
yeah.
yeah, I don't
I'm.
know. There
s-
is some weird stuff with that one because that poor kid died in the middle of it. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff with that film franchise.
Yeah.
They had to use a puppet for the rest of her parts.
And it looks like it. I
But no,
mean,
I want to check out. Like I said, I want to go to the Benson Hotel here in Portland. Um,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be haunted, and then I want to go to Edgefield McMinimum's. Um, they're supposed to have some good hauntings there.
yeah, the McMinimans. He said they kind of get these buildings that have had this history.
Hmm.
They not only like don't try to hide it, they kind of like elevate it. You know.
Yeah,
So
and then
it's
also
yeah.
the it's the Heathman here. The Heathman. It's supposed to be the one where I believe the guy jumped out of a window and like fell to his death, and it's supposed to be there's weird things that happen on every floor that his body passed.
Oh wow. Did I ever tell the story of the suicide that I dealt with at the hotel on the show before? I don't.
I'm not sure.
Well,
It don't sound familiar.
oh, all right. Well, I'll tell it, I guess, since what are they gonna do? Turn around and sue me? But I worked in this hotel in the desert of California, in the Palm Springs area, and this older guy had gotten into a car accident in L.A. and it was his third hit and run or his third DUI. So
Hmm.
he hit his third DUI and he just gets into the wreck. His car's still operational. He drives maybe the 2 hours, 2.5 hours to the hotel that I work at. He goes and he gets a room up like one of the best suites, one of the best rooms that we have. He orders a bunch of room service. He gets all the, ordering all the movies, spending everything. And right when my shift starts, I'm just like clocking in, grabbing my radio and everything. He decides to take a swan dive off of the 8th floor, straight down
Oh
into the lobby.
shit!
So yeah, he decided that getting his third felony charge and going to prison for life wasn't was the more extreme way to spend the rest of your life than having a decent meal and taking a swan dive off of the 8th floor.
Fuck.
So yeah, it was just insane. And had a couple of those through the year. We had one that we would call the pusher jumper faller because there was a domestic dispute between husband and wife, and supposedly the wife was so distraught that she jumped off the balcony. But there was evidence kind of contrary that it might not have been the case. She might have been assist.
Mm.
So yeah, it's very interesting. Some of these things that you have to deal with. It's yeah, that hotel had some incidents with people seeing things, and like I said before, I do remember saying this: the people were see like Native American spirits and stuff like
Yeah.
that. People that had no connection to each other, like a guest and a housekeeper or something like that. So very interesting. Like I said, hotels have a history too, and a dark history sometimes that forever after is just kind of imprinted on the place.
Right.
But, yeah. Uh, Poltergeist was track housing, for God's sake.
You're,
So
you're stuck on the poltergeist.
that's like one of the biggest scary movie of like haunted movies that I can remember.
Right.
What about The Exorcist?
Well, that was a possession. It wasn't like a haunting. So I mean, you got Paranormal Activity 1
Well,
through 17, and you got
well,
Poltergeist. I mean,
a possession is just like a ghost haunting a person
yeah, Amityville. I can't
instead of
believe we
haunting a
didn't think
house.
of Amityville, but that one,
Amityville.
yeah. But all right, so busting with Big
Anyway,
V. It's actually kind of creepy now. I don't want to ever go to your house. So what's
I do.
you got the spirit box, you got the cameras. What is your stance on Ouija board use?
No.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
I'm,
I
that's
have an
me
opinion
too.
on this too.
Here's my thing. The only time I think I would ever consider using a Ouija board is with somebody who knows a whole hell of a lot more than I do.
Yeah,
Because when you start fucking around with shit like that, I mean, you're opening up way too many things. You're if you don't know what you're doing, you can cause a lot of issues, and I'm not even down for doing that. Whether it happens to me or somebody else, yeah. I don't. To me, a Ouija board is like a fire in a fireplace. You're not going to go stick your hand in it and get burnt. So, like, I'm staying away from it. Um, yeah, it's that's
yeah.
too much for me.
I mean, even
So you're scared of them.
Not necessarily scared. They're interesting, and like I said, I would really, to even consider it, have to have somebody who knew a whole hell of a lot more about them and about all this than I do.
so Dan Aykroyd, if he came to your house with a Ouija board, you'd be okay.
Oh man. Oh, he'd be doing something weird with it though. The man's a fucking weirdo.
Right.
It
What's
makes good
what?
vodka though.
Yeah. What's your stance on it, Zach?
I think they're 110% bullshit.
Okay.
I think the Ouija is a successful marketing toy, and it's little more than a fucking. It's like being scared of a game of Monopoly. I think there's some sort of either a somebody you all got to put your hands on the little dealie, right?
Yeah.
I think a somebody's always going to be fucking with you. You can't trust anybody on that thing. Or B, it's going to be some sort of psychological brain motor thing where you're going to push it towards what you want it to.
So, given that, if you take into consideration the power of people's mind and thinking, do you think that if they're all in the same frame of thought, that they can do things with their mind and only the Ouija board's acting as a tool? Like if they're trying to
Oh,
summon
completely.
force something and there's something there, the Ouija board could be, made out of cardboard and zip fucking Sharpie marker, and they just made it. But the power of their combined mind forces bring whatever's around them out. Do you think that's possible?
Well, I think the mind, a lot of people underestimate how powerful thought and like perception is. Because yeah, I think if you get a group of people together, and they all have one like-minded approach of how this is going to go, they could probably think that, you know, something's going to happen. Because I think everybody has this perception of the Ouija board where this is some taboo. This is a big thing where we're gonna summon demons and witches and all this other crazy shit. And I think once you fuck with the Ouija board, you're gonna be more open to the weird little creaks and sounds that your house is gonna make, and then you're gonna think, oh, the Ouija board's haunting me.
Yeah. I mean, I was afraid as a kid to even go in to the bathroom and say that name 3 times and stuff like that. It
Really?
just freaks me out because
He
I
won't even say it now.
yeah, I don't because there's a TV in front of me and the reflection might come. Like, I'm skeptical to an extent, but I'm not gonna fucking poke a mean dog with a stick.
So,
Here,
so when you go to a nice cocktail bar, what do you order when you want a tomato juice and vodka?
I don't like tomato juice.
I mean, nobody does. Anybody who likes Bloody Marys is lying. Darkness just left the chat. What the fuck?
I do like me a good Bloody Mary.
Oh god, don't say.
You like
another
Bloody
t-
Marys?
No.
No, so the thing with the Ouija
I mean,
board,
it's just as I was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
that's just as effective as saying Beetlejuice 3 times.
Ah, see, I'd like to hang out with Beetlejuice, so I don't think I want to hang out with that crazy lady.
but
Michael
no,
Keaton or the cartoon?
I'm Michael Keaton, man. Come on. There's much love for Michael Keaton on this podcast.
Oh yeah,
There is very much love. I do want to hang out with him in that demon whorehouse, though.
Yeah. Yes.
but no, real quick before we get away from the Ouija board, yes, it's basically been turned into a toy, and yes, a lot of people, it is fucked around with, and people like do stupid shit to spook their friends. But when it was created back in the 19th century, I believe there's something to it, and then yes, it might not be necessarily that the board itself is the actual thing that talks to the dead, but once you start getting into that deep meditation, your mind is what leads you into that other realm. And if you put yourself into that place and you open yourself up to that, you're just opening yourself up to a lot of bad things.
Yeah. That was always
See, when
my
you-
thing about it too. I mean, the power
You're
of people's
opening-
thoughts.
You're opening your mind to all this stuff where like every little sound and every little creak you're gonna assume is the Ouija board fucking you with you. You're gonna be more aware of all this stuff.
Yeah. I can
You're gonna
see
be
that too.
aware
yeah.
of the house creaking, and you're gonna jump at every little sound. Oh, is that a shadow figure? Turn on the light, and it's gonna be a pile of clothes on your chair.
Right. But no, it's just to me the Ouija board is just it's almost to me it's like no difference, and somebody out there who is probably into this like knows way more than me is probably going to yell at me, but to me the Ouija board's almost like doing a seance, but it's another tool. It's like part of your meditation tool. I mean, there's so many different ways to meditate, and the Ouija board is just another way to do a seance. It's just another way to bring your mind and your body into a different aura to allow these things to communicate and listen and speak to you. So
If you tell me you believe in seances, I'm never gonna stop bullying you.
Okay, so he has not denounced nor. He's just sitting there.
The best seance in any movie is the one from the Addams Family.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice had a seance?
Oh yeah, they have
How
that
the hell
seance.
could I ever forget that? Okay, Addams Family is second best.
Yes.
No, and like I said, here's my thing. Whether I believe in it or not, I don't leave. I'm not shutting it off, and I'm not saying it's not real. But I'm not going to sit there and
Oh, I
say
will.
that it's 100% true. It's just like the whole reason I got into like investigating the paranormal and looking into it and going further than just hearing what other people have to say is because I want to learn and I want to know. I believe there is spirits out there. I believe there's stuff, and they're called all kinds of different things, and there's different terms, and I want to learn everything there is about it and for myself, and to know whether my loved ones are moving on to another place or if they're hanging around playing Pokemon. I don't know,
Ghost Pokemon.
Right? I choose you, Ghost Pikachu.
Well, like, don't get me wrong. I believe in it. I've experienced a lot of shit, like too much shit to not believe in it. But I also believe that people are going to exploit this to make money off of it.
Well,
anyone could call themselves a medium and charge you to have a seance in your house. Anybody could go to any toy store and buy a Ouija board.
No, exactly.
Puts them out, for God's sake.
Exactly. That's the thing. I believe there is psychics and mediums out there. Is everyone that comes around true? No. But I believe there is people out there that have a gift or an ability to feel things more than what others can. People are sensitive to other things. So, no, definitely, I believe there is stuff out there, but to what extent is it? And I want to know what to look for in knowing who is real and not real. I'm not going to believe that. I'm going to sit there and you're going to tell me my dead sister's talking to me, and all of a sudden the sheet off the back of the chair starts floating and the ball starts glowing in the center of the table, and the person who I just paid $1,000 to rolls their eyes in the back of their head and goes, "I'm your dead sister. I have a message for you. You should eat broccoli."
You fat shit.
What was that? Oh my God. Oh, did you feel that?
No. I invited that medium into my house, and now all my tequila's gone.
Did you guys ever see the movie The Frighteners?
Yes.
I love that fucking concept of that movie.
You've never seen Frighteners?
Oh, dude.
I haven't seen it.
So
Michael J. Fox?
Yeah. So Michael J.
Oh,
Fox
I've heard of it.
Is a medium, and he's a bioexorcist or a ghostbuster, whatever you want to call him. But basically what happened was he was in an accident, and now he can see the dead. And he's friends with a couple of ghosts, and he sends the ghost into houses to haunt them so that they can call him, come and exterminate the ghosts. So it's like this big scam where he sends his buddies to go screw with people so that they call him to exorcise the ghost. And I mean, the plot gets better, and there's like actual really bad ghosts that he's got to deal with and stuff. I won't spoil it, but
So
yeah,
it's like if The Sixth Sense was a comedy.
kind of. Yeah,
I love
it's a good movie though.
The Protector of the Graveyard.
Oh, Arlie Ermy or yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, Arlie Ermy is good in anything, though.
Get out of my cemetery, you man!
Yeah, there's a lot of names in there that are. They had John Astin in there as the gunslinger, the hanging judge.
Yeah.
They don't call me the hanging judge for nothing. He's sitting there boning a mummy. You would love it, Zach.
Oh, as soon as you said bone and a mummy, I'm sold.
He's downloading it right now.
Where is this? Yeah,
I'm just feeling it today. I was watching Sharon Moon Zombie and the first Mama Firefly. I am hard as a rock tonight.
All right, so Karen Black was the first mama, and then Leslie Eastbrook was the second mama, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both nice. I'm not gonna.
Both gorgeous women, but the who did we say the second one was?
Leslie Eastbrook.
Yeah, she brought a dirtiness to the character that you might catch hepatitis C.
Yeah, I just remember her another one of those things that we always talk about, the sexual awakenings. Her in the Police Academy movies. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was. She jumps in the pool. Who's gonna save me? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go to my room now, guys. I'll be back. That was me at the young age watching it. I'm already in my room, so if this was a
Just
Zoom
whacking
call,
away.
I'd have to put it on mute real quick.
Oh Jesus!
Just mute, not turn off the thing.
Well, that makes it so you can't see what I'm doing, right?
I think.
That's my
So,
excuse.
so just so you know, the listeners know, it's getting to that time of the year where like nerd news, video games, movies, it's starting to kind of slow down a little bit. So we've been looking into. Thank you for that, V.
Oh, so that noise you might have heard, that was me posting a picture of the lovely Leslie Eastbrook from that exact scene that I just mentioned into
Yep.
the chat. So thank you for that. The Zoom call
Anyway,
ensuing. So yeah.
anyway, as I was saying, it's getting to the time of year where like nerd news, video games are kind of slowing down. Like the biggest thing we had was the new Doom DLC is coming out or came out today. So we're kind of going into a little bit of weird news stories. And I know Darkness has been giddy about this one, the CNN guy jerking off in front of everybody.
I don't know if I've been giddy about it. I just find it hilarious when people I mean, from any spectrum of the politics, whatever, they're, Mr. Business and, oh, blah, 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 and then they get caught jerking it or sending dick pics or, whatever stupid scandals that basically bring them back down to our level because they think they're, I'm an analyst, I'm a legal analyst, I'm a jerking off on a Zoom call.
I'm better than anybody. Let me put this on mute, but not turn off my camera while I crank off.
I hit the mute button. Like, oh, jeez. Yeah. That was
Jeffrey
good.
Toobin suspended from the New Yorker after he exposes himself during a video conference call.
Yeah.
That's too much.
This is politics, everybody.
That's why I stay away from fucking what are those called? Webcams.
Oh yeah, I got a piece of tape covering mine as we speak.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you doing that they're not that the FBI are so scared of the FBI seeing? All they're gonna see me is like me mouth breathing while I play Wasteland 3 or jerking off.
Well, have you seen those the girls of Twitch, the thoughts, the whatever you want to call them? Like they think they turn their
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
off, and then they're sitting there with like down to the second knuckle up their nose. They don't realize.
No, my favorite one of those stories was there's this guy who got millions of subscribers on Twitch and a lot of donations because he was a vet who was injured in Iraq and he was paralyzed from the waist down. So,
Oh shit.
this is the only way he can
No.
make money. Oh yeah. And one time he was raking in lots of money, but one time he thought his camera was off and he gets up out of his wheelchair and walks off.
That's the kind of shit.
And
I love to see.
his girlfriend was playing a game with them because I think they had their own little Discord thing where they played on Twitch, and she was trying to cover it up for him.
God.
But like, there's a good minute where like he just gets up and leaves, does something, and then I think he just comes running back and like just shuts the camera off.
It's a
But
miracle.
I think he was forced to pay back a bunch of money though.
Shit. Yeah, I love seeing stuff like that. But like
It,
these chicks that like are wearing barely anything. I'm body painting myself, and all these guys are just like pay piggies, and then they think their camera's off, and they're just disgusting people.
right.
Just like the rest of us, just burning farts off,
Yup. Yup.
The,
scratching their
speaking
assholes and
speaking
smelling
of
it.
like donations and stuff, that's one of the things that drives me nuts about like all these GoFundMe and fucking shit like that. I mean, the only GoFundMe thing that I ever loved watching was when Matt Hardy did that fucking GoFundMe for a bigger safe for all my money.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh my god, that was so fucking funny.
I need you to give me all this money so I could get a bigger safe for all my money. He just
And
goes off.
He's he's opening his drawers and all this money falls out onto him, and it's just such an inconvenience to him.
He's chucking money into the fireplace to let it burn and shit. It was like, oh my god. I mean, that was great, but no, you got stupid shit like that. You got people like, give me money, I'm paralyzed, and people feel bad because, I mean, that's where we live. Everybody like feels bad for like the vets who come back and they're injured or like just any problem. So people start raking in this money and they get out of their fucking chair and walk away. It puts a bad name for the vets out there who really need the help.
Yeah.
Or there was that fucking news story where some lady was stranded with gas and this bum gave his last $20 to gas and helped her out. So she's like, I want to help him out, and they started a GoFundMe and they raised like God knows how many thousands of dollars, and come to find out he wasn't a bum. This couple and this guy were in cahoots, and they started suing each other for one not giving. I guess the couple didn't give this bum all the money that was earned, so he goes to sue them, and then come to find out that none of it was real. So both of them, like all three of these people, got into big trouble and had to pay all this money back. But it's like, you're scamming off of people. Go get a fucking job.
Yeah, it's
It's
funny.
not that hard.
It's funny here how like you see so many people panhandling and whatever, and then they walk over to their car, get in their car and drive away, or they
Yeah.
drive up to a spot, get out of their car, pop their trunk and pull out their signs that, you know, will work for food
Yep.
or out of work, or then they walk over to whatever street, they work it for a while, walk back to their car and just drive to the next block, you know.
The absolute last time I gave somebody money was when I lived in Portland. I was on the Max, and this guy was like, "Hey, can I just have $5 for a ticket or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I gave him a $5. I get on the Max, and then we get off at the same stop, and I look over. There he is, and he pulls out a wad of money as thick as my fist, and I walk over and tap him on the shoulder. And I got like $15 out of it.
You robbed the dude?
He had the money.
Jesus.
It wasn't robbery. It was hush money, because I was like, "Oh yeah, you really needed that money, right?" And he was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. Here's your money back." I was like, keep it coming." If I robbed him, I would have taken all of it. But I'm a good person.
So I only half robbed him because I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Damn. I found the most effective way to discourage or just kind of throw off panhandlers. I was on the Max, and this crazy lady came up to me, and she's like, "Give me some money." And I look at her, and I start rambling off every foreign language I can think of in just gibberish. And she looks at me and goes, "You fucking crazy." And then she walked away and left me alone. Like, "Yo, cosita barato, and she just looked at me and walked away. So that's a tip for you guys out there next time. You know, you get panhandling, unless they speak gibberish back, which a lot of them can do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get away with it, not having to give them anything.
It's a free tip from the Dark Asylum podcast.
There you go.
Except if you ever run into Zach, he's going to walk up, tap you on your shoulder, and take $15.
Yep.
Speaking of panhandling, you can buy our new shirt. There's a link in our website. Feel free to donate. This is our Twitch. This is our GoFundMe for 3 out-of-work wrestlers. Go ahead, feel free.
Help us.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Zach Winners.
Yes, the website has a link to that. So it's your one-stop shop, you know. Or, you know, just email us money. We like gift cards too.
I'm not out of work. I just don't want to work anymore, and I want to do this for a living.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
God.
We're expanding. We've hit Detroit, and we've hit, what was the other one I told you guys? Detroit and Mississippi. All right.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be popular there after our political views.
That's the thing. We don't have any political views. This show does
We
not
do
have
not.
any political views
We are
whatsoever.
down the middle.
It, especially after Darkness gets done editing, there is going to be no political views.
I don't even edit it anymore. I don't care.
Every little controversial opinion.
Yeah. If I left in the fact that I am accused of wearing skinny pants, then I honestly don't care what gets through anymore.
Hell yeah.
So, we do have a little bit of news. For TV news, actually.
Oh.
We got Dexter coming back for a 10-episode run.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I stopped giving a shit about Dexter so much that I forgot about that story.
Yeah. Your
Jesus.
brain's still stuck on don't give a fuck.
That show stopped being good after, what was it, season 4 with the Trinity Killer?
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow is perfect in everything, but he was amazing as the Trinity Killer.
I like actors like him, man, because like they're not major. I mean, people know who John Lithgow is, but the dude plays a villain. The dude plays a believable serial killer, and then he's on fucking Third Rock from the Sun, and it's fucking hilarious as shit. Oh,
Well,
he
like,
runs the gamut, man.
Not everybody knows who John Lithgow is, but he's definitely the guy who, like, if I showed you a picture of him, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy?"
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, that guy. I remember, the fuck was it? Cliffhanger. He had that accent and everything, but he was still like, who the fuck is gonna believe John Lithgow is gonna be a threat to Sylvester fucking Stallone? Yeah. There's like action movies like that, man. Usually the villain's got to be on par with the hero. In those 80s action movies, some of them were just like, how the fuck is he the villain, you know? John Lithgow, one of them. I mean, he was a villain. He had the chops for that. But getting into a straight up fight, yeah, Stallone's gonna annihilate him.
That, like, he's known as being like a big goofy actor, but when he wants to turn on terrifying, he can do it.
Yeah, another good one from him, Ricochet. I don't know if many people saw that one. It was early Denzel Washington, but that one, he was good in that one too. Raising Cane's supposed to be good, but I don't think I've actually ever seen Raising Cane. John Lithgow, yeah. So that was, I think you're saying season 3 or 4.
Yeah, he was actually surprisingly good in the newer Pet Sematary too.
Oh, is Judd Crandall?
Yeah. I
don't know, man.
I kind of thought that one was gonna suck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Nobody beats fucking Herman Munster, but
Brad Gwynn.
going up there, huh?
You know, the thing that pisses me off about that movie, both of them, is they have omitted his wife from every version of the adaptation of that book. His wife was like a major character. Not many people know that Crandall actually has a wife. But they did the movie with Fred Gwynn, and then the remake was a remake of the movie, not a remake of the book. So they just basically did the same shit. Anyway, it's just my little grievance.
Did you ever see Daddy's Home?
No.
It was kind of perfect casting because he plays Will Ferrell's dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That one is hilarious.
It fit the role perfectly.
Like, that's who you expect Will Ferrell's dad to be.
It's like perfect casting sometimes. They just like, who would his dad be? It's like fucking Sean Connery as Indiana Jones's dad. You're just like, okay, yeah, I'm up with this.
Okay, so that's what we got to do. One of these shows, we have to come up with a movie that we want to remake, and who would be the perfect cast for it.
No shit. Okay. I'm up for that. I remember trying to cast the X-Men movie back in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because I did it. I wrote it down. I had it written down for the longest time because a group of friends of I had done it. And then Wizard Magazine put out their casting call, and I got most of them pretty decent. It was pretty cool.
Good old Wizard
A
Magazine.
new
Remember that shit?
X-Men with Peter Dinklage as Wolverine.
Well, that's about the right size. It should.
Yeah.
You know what? This is going to be, I think, the third show in a row that we brought up Danzig, but he would have been fucking perfect for that role at the time in the 90s. That was my pick. Fucking Danzig is Wolverine.
I think Danzig's too short to play Wolverine.
Wolverine is short, but I mean, come on. Not Danzig short. But yeah, Danzig was Wolverine. Dolph Lundgren was Colossus.
Okay.
I actually said Patrick Stewart as Professor X in the 90s when Star Trek was big. And then the Wizard Magazine article said it. Then he fucking was it. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the other one. Like Michael Biehn as Cyclops would have been awesome back in the 90s.
John Lithgow was Magneto.
That actually could have worked. I don't know. Clint Eastwood is Cable.
Oh jeez.
That actually would have been cool.
That would have been badass.
No, what else was we? Jean-Claude Van Damme as Gambit. I don't know. We had the accent.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's too much of a self-mark for it.
Well, it's funny because you cram all these names in there, and then, you know, nobody's gonna get the billing that they want. It's just gonna be a mess.
You know,
I want to talk shit about Jean-Claude Van Damme for a second. Did you ever see the version of Predator where he was in it?
Yes.
It's fucking awful.
That creature looked like, I don't even know what the fuck it was.
It's a red lobster monster who Jean-Claude Van Damme wanted it to kickbox.
Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Thank God they're like, this probably isn't going to work.
And then the rest is history. Because that Predator was pretty badass.
Yes.
Big old vagina face himself.
Yeah. No, I was.
Is that what you think vaginas look like?
It is, isn't it? There's teeth in there. I saw a movie. It was about.
That movie.
So yeah, coming full circle, we got.
I was curious.
Oh, go ahead. Jesus.
I've been trying to. Dude, Channing Tatum was supposed to play Gambit, and I thought that would have been cool.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know.
Is this just because you want to talk about Channing Tatum shirtless again?
No.
Remember that?
The way he grunted when he said no. I gotta
like he just shot a
isolate that.
rope.
He's like, no.
I remember that one trip to Roseburg where you would not shut up about Channing Tatum shirtless.
Dude,
And
I've never taken a trip with you to Roseburg, so.
Yeah, you did. That one where you would not stop talking about shirtless Channing Tatum.
No. I hit the caravan when Paul Moonshine decided to never pick you up again.
Well, yeah, because he's a bitch and he's just like, I got home at 4 a.m. Well, that sounds like your problem.
Fucking Paul. I miss that old bastard.
Well, me too.
Someday we'll be back in that ring someday, Paul. Not that you listen or even know that we're talking about you.
Yeah, Pod has no clue we have a fucking podcast. Then
Pod doesn't know what a podcast is.
He's like, how do I turn my phone on to listen to this jukebox thing?
Paul's got
have you seen his phone? It's still
in the back of his TV.
He just upgraded to a Razr.
But real quick, because we keep bouncing around and we've kind of like marveled over the comic books and then kind of bounced around. But I was talking to Darkness a little earlier about this. So Zach, did you know that Marvel Comics printed a comic book with the ashes of its creator?
No.
So Mark Grunwald. He actually created the Squadron Supreme back in 1985.
Really?
There was an edition run, so he ended up his wish, because that was his baby. He wanted his ashes to be mixed in and print out a limited selection of these books, so that way his ashes were like sealed with his baby, like his
Cool.
masterpiece.
I gotta find those.
So yeah, he died at the age of 42, heart
shit.
attack.
Jesus.
But
Big V started investing in that broccoli.
I know, right?
It's like next year for you, isn't it?
Yeah, April.
Shit.
So we'll have my birthday and my funerals. Hey! But so then I found I knew about this one, but Darkness brought it up after I brought this. Did you know the Kiss comic, through Marvel, had the blood of Kiss printed in it to it?
Yeah, I knew that one, and I knew that there's some SOP posters where the guy who played Jigsaw signed it in his blood.
Oh shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Tobin Bell.
Tobin Bell.
Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. I didn't know about this Saw posters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just watched Saw 4 last night.
You know,
The weirdest shit I ever saw was I love the movie Goodfellas,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Tobin Bell has like a 10-second cameo in it.
isn't Samuel L. Jackson in that for a second too?
Yes.
Yeah, and
No, but
Joe Bob Briggs.
Tobin Bell is literally blinking, you'll miss it. He's Henry Hill's parole officer.
Oh shit.
And it was like literally like I was watching. I was like, was that fucking Jigsaw?
Yeah, he also had he was in the new Creep Show.
No shit.
The one on Shudder.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that still. Fuck.
It was
I need to get Shudder.
It was like the first episode.
So you can watch that sweet ass Danzig movie. Yeah.
You probably would.
Actually, no. There was one movie I wanted to see on there. The Cleansing Hour.
Cleansing Hour. I don't even know about that one.
It's like these people do like a Twitch stream where they do like fake exorcisms, and then one time one of them happens to be real and everything, and the shit goes crazy.
Is that called the Cleansing Hour?
I think.
No, I just watched that the other day. I don't know if it might be called the Cleansing Hour. Yeah, this dude, him and his buddy they went to like Catholic school together, but the one dude is a priest, the other dude's is behind the cameras, and they run around doing these exorcisms, but they're all staged. And then the dude's girlfriend, the guy who works behind the camera, his girlfriend actually gets possessed, and it was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah. The Cleansing Hour is also what Big V does when he talks about Channing Tatum shirtless.
No, it's called the Cleansing 2 Hours. What do you think I do in the closet?
God damn. Why can't I come?
Oh man. All right. Well, again, there's like no fucking news this week, man. It sucks.
I'm telling you. Hold on.
So
we were talking about Darkness was talking about how you love stories about the high and mighty people getting found out. Well, I love this one, and it's also kind of like a matter of people should mind their own business, where the Louisiana priest who was arrested for having a threesome on the church altar.
Yeah.
This is what we've been reduced to. This one, no, fuck off. This one's been my story of the week. Because he's arrested on obscenity charges, having sex with two dominatrix. Well, one dominatrix and one adult film actress. And you know what? Good for him.
Okay.
That's what I gotta say. They should like a woman. It was a woman walked by, saw them all going at it on the church altar, and oh, Father, what are you doing? You know what? Just fucking mind your own business. He's a man of the Lord. If he needs to shoot a couple ropes, let him. It could be worse. He could have been on there molesting children because he is a Catholic priest.
Oh shit! Here we go.
He could have been up there molesting children, but no, he was having sex with 2 consenting adult women. And good for him, I have to say.
Yes, Altar Boy Zach on his his fucking going off on a tangent.
Oh, sorry. Is it me thinking it's a good that a priest was not molesting children was a good thing? I didn't know that was a tangent.
No, that's always whenever children aren't being molested, that's a good thing. But the fact that you're like, oh, Catholic priest. I mean, he probably shouldn't have been doing it on the fucking altar, but
No, that's what makes it so much more metal, though.
Yeah. Where's
What? If you
the
can't-
craziest place you've made whoopee on the altar of a church? Okay, you got me beat.
You know what? First of all, I consider these 2 women heroes because they probably saved an altar boy from being molested.
Jesus.
Second of all, you know what? He's I don't know if he's gonna do any time, but like, he might have to pay a fine. Go find a religion where it's kind of encouraged to have sex on church altars. I know Odin loves that shit.
I was thinking old school type of religions there.
I mean, like everybody thinks Satanism is sacrificing goats and babies, but it's really just a bunch of fat people meeting up in the woods and having orgies.
It's like goth Tinder,
Exactly.
Did you ever see that it's old now, but it was Metalocalypse?
Well, yeah, I love the Metalocalypse.
Remember, I think it was Murderface was trying to find religion, and he goes and sits down in the Church of Satan, and they're sitting there talking about bake sales and shit.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's basically I've never. Everybody has this idea of what they think Satanism is, but it's really not anything like that.
Yeah.
I've met several Satanists, and they're always the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah. Satanists and Mormons are like the nicest religious people.
Mormons are, yeah, but Mormons creep me out.
No, they're nice people. But there's
nice
a religion.
people,
There's a religion right there that wants you to have sex as much as possible.
They write nice
Well, yeah,
bibles.
but like,
Oh, those are Jehovah's Witnesses, right?
I don't know. Now we're getting into murky territory. They start
well, yeah, but
blending
like
together.
with Mormons, don't you have to fuck through a sheet or something?
I have no idea.
We just lost all our listeners.
Utah wasn't on our list of listeners, so we're okay. No, it's funny because, yeah, I know a lot of Mormons and actually have surprisingly good sense of humor.
That'd be the best like first date story. Oh, how did it go with Steven last night? Oh, it was really good, but we went back to his place and we had to fuck through a sheet.
Oh my god. There's all these false preconceived notions of stuff.
I do know they have a thing with magic underwear. I don't know the extent of it, but I do know there's a magic underwear thing.
Okay. Moving right along.
Moving on. In another case of people should mind their own goddamn business.
Uh-oh.
There's the guy, I sent you the news story, the guy who was caught masturbating in a parking lot, claims he was playing air drums in his truck.
He was the fucking drummer for Def Leppard or what? Only using one hand? What the hell is that?
Of course, it was in Florida. A man with a history of perverse criminal charges was arrested last week after fondling himself in a college campus.
Mm. It's funny, all the weird news stories involve diddling or whacking it or, you know.
Just having your penis exposed. I mean, that guy is almost like next level genius. Where like, no, I was just playing the air drums in my car.
Nice.
I would have never thought of that. I would have just been like, yeah, I did it. Book me, officer. But no, this guy, next level genius, was just like, no, they were hitting that awesome drum solo on that Phil Collins song.
On the list of awesome
Oh
excuses,
shit!
there was a guy that I used to work with. He was in the graveyard shift, and we came in the next shift, and he was sleeping. And the boss came in, and we tried to wake him up real quick, but he didn't wake up. And the boss walked in and saw him, and during that time period, he had woken up at some point. And as the boss is looking at him with his eyes closed and everything still, he's like, In Jesus' name, amen. He opens his eyes and gets out of the seat. So he got out of getting busted for sleeping on the job by pretending that he was prey.
Nice.
So, we're bouncing around. Did you all know that they are finally moving ahead with The Last Starfighter 2?
Jeez.
No.
How long is it? What was the last one that came out? When was the
The original? God, probably
82.
Is it 82?
something like that. Yeah, I finally found it and bought it on the Microsoft store because I haven't seen that movie in forever. I loved that movie as a kid. It was it was a great movie. But fucking yeah, The Last Starfighter 2. It's moving forward. I'm like, phew. So 1984.
84. Damn.
That was
So-
amazingly close.
What movies that you guys have seen through the years has so much setup, so much like put into the beginning part of it, very little payoff at the end that deserved a sequel and never got one? Kind of like the
Super
last
Mario
Starfighter.
Brothers.
Jeez. Well, yeah, they went to Mario Land, but then she comes back at the end, right? And she's like, "No, I need you to come back." Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. I always thought, I don't know if this might not even be on anyone's radar. The Adventures of Remo Williams. They put so much into his training, so much into his origin story, so much into like explaining him that like the last 20 minutes is the actual action scene, and then they never touch the property after that. It's just ridiculous. Anyway,
Huh.
it was like, what?
I would have, like, my serious answer, I would have loved a sequel to Disc 9.
Yeah, that one had a lot of setup to it. And
What was that?
District 9.
Yes.
Yeah, that one would have been good. And I think of other ones now.
Yeah, I'm going through my head. Like, wasn't there, like, a long time where, like, they were going to make a sequel to Twins?
Yes. I remember reading about that. They wanted to make a sequel
think-
to Twins.
They're going to call it Triplets, and they're going to add Eddie Murphy into the...
Yeah. That was it. They were, yeah, they found their long-lost brother, Eddie Murphy.
which I'm just a huge Danny DeVito fan. I would have loved it.
Has Eddie Murphy and Danny DeVito ever been in a movie?
I don't know.
That would be something to see.
It wasn't one of the greatest movies out there, but I always thought it needed a sequel. I Am Number 4.
Oh yeah.
It was a decent enough movie, and they left it off where it was just kind of like,
Is there any movie cliffhangers that never got resolved? Like they just
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that's you brought that up with Super Mario Brothers, but is there any other ones that just, I can't think of any offhand. I always hated that though. Like you go to see Pirates of the Caribbean, fuck, it just sets up for the next one. Lord of the Rings, it just was setting up for the next one. I hate that.
Well, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they were all shot like together, won't they? Weren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. And then they had to find a way to cut it so that they could get out of whatever major plot point they were going through at the time and set up for the next one. But yeah, I get the Divergent series. There was a movie series that was books, and they just never got around to making the last one. Just like, yeah,
Right.
we're done.
Although also another horrible movie. I think I would have liked to seen at least a sequel to it, The Last Airbender.
Avatar, the
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan one.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to seen it into it. You know,
Nah.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's my yeah.
I would have liked a third Amazing Spider-Man.
That's the other one.
Tobey
that,
Maguire one.
No.
Oh,
Andrew
Amazing
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield one. Okay, gotcha. Well, you may just get that because
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They're doing the
yeah,
live-action Spider-Verse.
we talked about that in the last episode, but I guess some new information came out, and they've actually supposedly signed an actor to play Miles Morales.
Cool.
So we got that, which, yay. But still no release date for Black Widow. Damn it.
Right.
And I can't think of it. Oh, Baron Zemo's going to be the villain in or Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Cool.
And he's going to actually look like Baron Zemo, where he's got the pink helmet thing on and looks all
God, I
crazy.
hope so.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I think is a shame in these new Marvel movies is that none of the Marvel characters or villains look as stupid as they should.
Right.
I was so disappointed with Taskmaster. He just looks like a robot with a hood on.
Another military guy.
Yeah, look, it's kind of the same thing they did with Crossbones.
Yep. Crossbones was what I was disappointed with.
Yeah, those gauntlets were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. And he wasn't a raging white supremacist, I'm sure the actor was happy with that casting call.
Oh yeah.
Right. No, the although not one of the greatest movies. I mean, his movies are hit and miss, but The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Oh, I remember that whole
So,
dark universe they were supposed
It
to
was
set
supposed to
up.
be it was supposed to be starting with him, and then they were going to the Wolf Man, the Invisible Man, the Mummy, or they were supposed to go through all these different classic horror movies, and it was supposed to become one big universe.
Yeah. I wish that Mummy would have been decent. I have a friend who fucking loved it, and he bought it and he gave me the digital code for it, so I punched it into my Vudu and watched it. And this is one of the few movies that I have actually tried to get off of my Vudu. That and the Ghostbusters remake that they gave to me for free because I bought a movie. I loved the idea and concept, and Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll was hilariously great, but that movie just killed me inside because it was so terrible.
Yeah. You remember when they dropped the trailer and it had no sound in it?
They're like, did we score this? No, just let it go. Okay.
I have one more weird news story.
You throw it out there. We ain't got nothing going right now.
A woman calls off wedding to a ghost after he turns to partying and drugs while on vacation.
The ghost is partying, and is that what it's the story?
The ghost, this woman who is alive, and a ghost were planning to be married, but I guess this is in the UK, so he went on holiday, and then he completely changed. This is the woman's quote. I think maybe he fell in with a bad crowd when we were on holiday. He just started becoming really inconsiderate. He disappeared for long periods of time, and when he'd come back, he'd bring other spirits to the house, and they'd stay around for days.
Oh, and he had extra ectoplasm.
And I think he started doing drugs and partying a bit much, which, if ghost drugs are a thing, I am so on board with the afterlife.
Give me some of that ghost crack. I want some of
I
that
want
ghost
I want that
harang.
that ghost meth, whatever's up there.
Jesus.
Damn.
You think ghosts like booty bump it?
Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, that could be a thing.
A Iron Man balloon mistaken for alien invader by an Indian village.
An Iron Man balloon.
Yeah, it's just these Indian dots, not feathers. Police holding up an Iron Man balloon.
Fuck. It looks like I will have to do some editing in this episode.
Dots, not feathers.
Motherfucker.
Oh no! Speaking of a balloon, what was it? New Jersey, that big old fiasco with the UFO sighting, and it was a Goodyear blimp.
Yes,
Jeez.
that was like not that long ago, wasn't it?
That was just like last month.
Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing the video and everybody freaking out about it. And then somebody was like, "Yeah, I cleaned up the video, and it's just a Goodyear balloon."
Jeez.
That was hilarious.
Right.
All right. Any more weird news stories?
Nothing's popping up at the moment.
All right. Did everybody read Invincible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right.
I love it.
Well, you were the one that suggested, so you're, or no,
No, V
Viv
suggested
but you were the one that always, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on with that one. For Comic Book Club, we read Invincible Volume 1, Family Matters, I think it's called. It's now going to be a animated television show for, I think, Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it's Amazon.
Okay. We may be wrong on who's airing it, but there is an actual animated TV show coming out. So yeah, I mean, it starts off relatively, normal. Like, oh, Dad's a superhero, and oh, look, I've got powers, but then it's gonna take a turn. So
it takes a turn, and admittedly, as much as I love it, I'd say the first volume's probably the weakest. It probably does the it probably doesn't set up how good the series is gonna be.
yeah,
Because it's just like he hits puberty and now suddenly he could fly and is super strong, and oh wait, Dad's basically Superman with a mustache.
Yeah.
with a porn stash.
Have we? Oh, okay. So have you guys read the series yet, or?
No, I've gotten through the first few issues before, but I got through the first trade paperback, so now I'm going to continue it. That I've gotten over that hump.
I want to talk about like a very, very like mild spoil. I don't even think it's a spoiler, because obviously he's Superman, he's an alien, and I think they talk about that. Where he's I can't even pronounce the fucking name of these people, but it's just a whole race where all the men are short hair with those porn mustaches, and that's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, they, at least as far as I read, they talked about it.
Yeah, where he's from a different planet.
Yeah, I read the first 3, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh boy, does that get weird.
So yeah, there's, what is it, 150 issues total?
I think.
Yeah, I think.
I have the compendium, so I'm not.
Oh, Mister, I have money over there. I can buy a compendium.
They're $30.
Oh God, for a comic book, you're insane. No, just kidding.
I could take that $30 and eat for 2 weeks.
Ramen and tuna fish is a thing, all right?
Oh man, pork and beans.
Pork and beans! Pork and beans! I don't know if anyone ever remembers
I
that
know.
Living Color.
I mean, Darkness, you gotta remember, Zach's the one that dropped $100 on a fucking box of Star Wars comics that he didn't know what was in it.
Yeah.
Are you still on that?
Is there some gems in there?
There's a couple.
Yeah, I remember there being a couple good ones in there.
I mean, I got 2 big boxes for free, so I mean...
Like once I still got to go through those.
No, it was only 1 box after Zach got to take a look at them.
Right?
Action Comics #1. Yeah, this one's worthless.
This
I'll
sucks,
just take it off your
this
hands.
sucks, this
It's
sucks.
a reprint. It's a reprint.
Dude, I'm going to take these all to the dump for you. Don't worry.
Next thing you know, I'm living in fucking California. Not California, it's on fire.
Yeah.
We already lived through that.
So's Oregon,
Yeah, fuck.
so you know.
Oregon's not on fire anymore.
Not anymore.
It was.
Every few years, California just catches on fire. Plus, you got earthquakes and all that shit, so you don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
I'll be in the Bahamas, off the grid.
I remember when I was living in California as a child, we had what we called the 4 seasons. It was because it all happened in the same year. We had earthquakes, we had fires, we had floods, and we had riots. It was the year of the Rodney King riots. All those things hit us
Oh,
at the
jeez.
same year. It was so yeah, it was interesting. Enjoy California.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Hi to everybody who lives in California, by the way.
we got listeners in California. I don't know if there are people that know me or not, but I know Moreno Valley. How's it going? That mall's still dead out there? Anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is.
They're all like, he knows us. Yes, I know the Moreno Valley Mall. Anyway.
Everybody's still going out there every Wednesday night to throw rocks at the trains? Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Moreno Valley Mall is the mall that we would pass on the way to the Ontario Mills Mall, which is a much better mall. That's for my California peeps. What? All right.
Hey, everybody, look at the poor people's mall.
God, fuck, I was a fucking mall rat as a kid, man. I would take on the weekends my fucking lunch money that I would save and not eat, so I'd have an allowance, and get my ass to the mall on the bus. Then I got a car, and I would still go to the mall, but just in other towns that had better malls.
Well, yeah, because when you're like that age, malls were a new thing.
Yeah, well, you know. Fuck
I
you,
could see
Zach.
Darkness in his trench coat, shorts, combat boots.
Shorts? What the fuck? Well, there was one time my sister came to pick me up, and she's like, hey, I'm going to go to the store real quick. You want to go? I'm like, yeah. I run out of the house, and she's like, you need to go fucking change. And I'm like, what? And I look at what I'm wearing. All right, I have a shaved bald head. All right. I had on a fucking tank top, Dago beater, or Dago, yeah, whatever, wife beater, Dago tee, a pair of,
hold
pair of
on.
fucking camouflage shorts, and my fucking Doc Martens. And she's like, I'm not going to the store with you dressed like that. And I didn't realize it. I was just doing shit around the house. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I'll go put on a t-shirt or something.
I totally pictured you as a ponytail kid. I did not know you've had the shaved head this long.
No, this is when I was first living on my own, so it was like 1920. I had long hair and a ponytail.
1920?
What? The fuck you talking? What are you laughing at, V? He's still laughing, but he ain't saying why. What's so funny, V?
Nothing.
Fuck you, man. He's still what? What's so? Let me in on the joke, V. What's so fucking funny?
You're just
good
old
now.
as shit. That's it.
I'm good now.
God, old as shit. Just remember,
Dude, I'm
V's
older.
older.
I'm older than all of you.
Yeah.
What was I born? 1842?
Well, yeah. And you know, at least Darkness had the childhood where you go to the malls. You were just like chased off by the other villagers and had to live under a bridge.
Yeah, I miss malls, and I have a
that's
dead
less
mall
funny.
here, so Mall 205 is awesome. Dead. You get
Okay,
Target at one end, and you get Home Depot at the other end, and there ain't nothing in fucking between.
So here's the thing. Mall 205 was never Mall 205. It should have been called Plaza 205, okay? Because the place was never that big. Okay.
Okay.
Now, granted, yes, it was a lot better than it is now. Yeah, literally you have Home Depot, which takes up a big section of it. Then you go over to, I mean, it used to be a bike shop. Now that's shut down. So you go into the mall. You go into the mall doors, as they call it. And 24-hour fitness is in one corner. Bed Bath & Beyond's in the middle. I don't even know if they're still open. And then Target's all the way down at the other end. And then there's this fucking magic shop that
I was gonna say, is that magic stop still there?
there's this one little magic shop that this guy always sits out in front of this booth, and I'm like, you have another job where you fucking murdered your grandparents or something, because I don't know how you're making money. Like, you fucking get a new wife every like fucking 3 months and fucking kill them off or something, because, dude, like, you see, nobody goes into the mall unless you're a fucking crackhead passing through, or somebody fucking running from either Home Depot or Target after you shoplifted.
Yeah, it's just a fucking dead mall over there. And yeah, like I said, there was that one fucking magic shop, and I was like, is that still open? And it's got to be, like you said, man, some dude that it's just his hobby, you know? It sucked because we had the same kind of situation when I was growing up in California. There was a comic book shop, and the guy that owned it was a dentist. And he only opened it whenever the fuck he wanted to, because he's a fucking dentist and he didn't need to. So I go in there one day and I'm like, oh, hey, can I buy that statue? And he's like, I'm like, how much is that statue? He's like, oh, it's not for sale. It's like, oh, okay. He's like, that's mine. I was like, well,
why would you put it up there?
Everything in here is technically yours. And he's like, well, that's not for sale. I'm like, all right, how about that one? That's just for display. I'm like, what the fuck? So the guy, we found out later, years later, because I had a friend that was like tight with one of the owners over there. The guy used the comic shop to store all of his fucking shit because his wife was pissed that he had it. So the kids fucking go in there to buy shit, and none of it's for sale, because he's just using it as a storage facility for his crap.
What a scam.
Fucking bullshit. You get like weekly comics, and if you didn't get there that week, the bins for him were so fucking small, he just trashed them.
Jesus.
So he had like the weekly comics in order to get, he got fucking tax write-offs or some shit for it because it lost money. But he just used it as a storage facility for all his shit. Fuck that. That's my rant. Fuck that. Anyway.
Dude, I would have been outside his building collecting those comic books when he threw them away.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we go down to the mall. There was a Barnes and Noble. We would jump in the dumpster and find all the coverless books and fucking take them home. Because they rip off the cover and mail them back, get credit for it if a book didn't sell. And so they throw the rest of the book in the fucking trash. Stupid shit. Anyway, now I've ranted about my childhood.
Jesus.
You're talking about me going on rants.
I was going to say, that's Zach's spot, man. Why are you taking his glory? Fucking Zach's over there throwing a fit now.
Put it under how I was smited at a young age, right? Fuck you.
Nah, fuck that guy for that.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Anyway.
Hey, if you're listening to this, fuck you.
Dentist asshole guy that wouldn't
That's
sell
the
me
official.
Buffy the
That's the
Vampire
first
statue.
Dark Asylum. That's the first Dark Asylum official. Fuck you.
We've got one.
Ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck
you.
you.
Fuck you. Oh man, this is a new weekly segment.
Just pick somebody from our past or
Who has smited us?
smited us, and we'll smite them right back.
Oh man.
Because we got a fucking platform, asshole.
Fuck you, people who for sure don't listen to the show and are probably dead.
Yeah. All right, I feel better about life now.
You should go find this dentist guy now and see how horrible he is in life and go, you want some of that fucking statue now, bitch?
Throw that sweet podcast money on him and take it.
Speaking of which, you can buy our shirts on Dark Asylum Pod Yeah.
Help darkness fix his childhood by getting him enough money to go buy the statue.
Shit.
Oh man, that's a Patreon goal now.
Damn.
We're gonna get up to $1,000, and we're all gonna go to California, find this dentist, beat him up, and take his statues.
I don't want all of them. Just the one that he wouldn't fucking sell me.
What was it?
It was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was really into it at the time. So it's one where like she's for a statue, she's looking pretty hot.
It was his yank big statue.
Fuck, you were a 90s goth kid.
So she's standing on like this little plot of grass with a tombstone behind her. She's wearing a pink sweater, and behind her back she's holding a stake, and she's got like this come hither look on her face. And I'm just like, yeah, I want that in my room.
How hard did you crank off to that?
How bad is it that after all these years I fucking remember it to a T?
He's like, hey sir, can I at least take a picture of it?
I gotta see if I can find this fucking thing now that you've brought it out.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole irony of this thing is that like you could probably just find it on Amazon now.
No, I want that one, damn it.
I want that one. I want to put it in a bucket. I want to cum all over it.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna take it that far, but okay.
You were. We all know you were.
I had a poster of her in my room.
How many protein stains are on that?
Well, I had it put in a frame so that,
Surprisingly,
Hold on.
Windex takes that right off.
Oh my god, hold on. I'll send it to you guys. After
No,
all these
I
years.
don't. If
Oh,
there's
man,
cum on it, I'm not.
No,
gonna
not
be
the
happy.
poster. Jesus.
On the
Fucking
glass.
statue. Jeez, you guys.
Oh, there it is. It's on eBay.
Yeah, $185. All right,
$185.
Set up the Patreon.
We're setting that Patreon. We have to make.
Yeah.
We're just gonna reach $185 and call it good on the Patreon.
Yeah, shit, that's it too. Holy crap. Damn, I just said that all from
okay.
memory.
It's not really a pink sweater though.
Well, it's purple. My head might be a little hazy.
What? Like, wouldn't it be some shit if this was the statue though?
Where is it?
And he just
Selling
finally
from
selling it?
California? What the fuck?
He's dead and his wife's just selling it.
Probably. Anyway.
Based in the United States, doesn't say California.
Yeah. So, all right. Who's got the next pick for comic book
hold
club?
on, how did you look that? How did you look that up? Did you just write Buffy with the fuck me eyes?
No, that gave me a totally different set of pictures on Google.
Like, especially like she does too, and this person setting it up on eBay knows it because they got the full body statue, then a total like up close of just these bedroom eyes with her pursed lips.
Mm-hmm.
And she, ew! I'd never want to hear you make that noise again.
He's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Jeez. Now that we've
Remember,
turned off about half of our fucking listeners.
Hit mute, dude. Hit mute.
Oh yeah, I gotta hit mute. Hold on.
Oh God, I can still see it. It's as hairy as I thought it'd be.
Looks like a troll's finger.
A lot of people don't know this, but Darkness has like the hair goes up to shaft.
Fuck?
Hold on. His wife calls it the monkey arm.
It's like a monkey's arm holding an apple.
Hey, monkey arm, get over here. Why does she call you that?
It's like a pet name. Yeah, I bet.
Oh my God. I'm crying.
So, Zach, what is your
fuck.
choice for comic book club?
I don't know if I could top that.
Well, you know, what, Invincible? Or?
So I know Darkness, you were talking about like expressed interest in the Marvel Star Wars books. And it's good that you brought up the ones because Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith is my pick for this week, Volume 1.
Okay. Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith.
And it's like a early. It takes place right after Episode 3. And he's in the first one. It's the story of how he finds his lightsaber.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that the new Marvel ones are actually pretty decent.
They're really good.
I mean, I got the original Marvel one from, I don't know what the hell it was, but I haven't read any of the new stuff, so. Okay, so Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Is it Volume 1 or is it just one story arc?
Volume 1.
Volume 1, okay. Alright.
All right.
Any comic book news? I mean, I know DC's rebooting again, but
Fuck, really?
yeah, they're
This is why I don't get into DC all that much. It's just like they had the same continuity for 117 years and then they reboot it. And now it seems like they're rebooting it every 10 years and it's fucking annoying.
yeah. I'm trying to see what they just ditched their new distributor, so there's gonna be problems if you guys want actual comic. I forget what they're calling it. But they're doing the weird stuff that comics tends to do. So there's gonna be Batman's gonna be black. Superman's not gonna be on Earth. What the hell else was there? There was a bunch of weird things that came out of this announcement. So yeah, they're just going in a different direction with.
What do you mean Superman's not going to be on Earth?
Like, I guess they hated him and he's just decided he's not on Earth, so he's going around the universe doing other.
Did they pull a Planet Hulk on him?
I think something like that. I don't know. The news isn't very distinct, but it's just
Okay.
I'm trying to find it right now so we can talk about it now that I've foolishly brought it up without being prepared.
I mean, I'm looking on my my comic book news website, and it's just really just story arc news, no big announcements.
Future State, is that what it's called? No, it's not a reboot. DC Future State. No, that's not
Looks
it.
like looks like Batman's taking Harley Quinn as a protege now.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
So there may or may not be a reboot of DC. I've seen rumblings about it, but you know.
They probably will.
Yeah. Because that's what they do.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing really.
Okay, so it's DC Future
Nothing
State
really big.
is what it's called, I guess. And
Or is
maybe
it an
maybe it's
alternate
just-
universe thing?
I don't. Maybe it's just a temporary thing.
Future State. Everything you need to know about DC's next event.
Oh, it's just an event thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, yeah, some of the things that they're talking about, it's Batwing. It takes over for Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll get as news comes in, we'll let you guys know about it.
Yeah, so, like it says, with Superman's identity now public, Clark Kent must face the full consequence for his actions when an international incident leads to Superman's exile from Earth.
Yeah, see. I got half of it right. Shit.
Would have been cooler if they just pulled a Planet Hulk on him, though.
They fired him or something. Yeah.
Jonathan Kent picks up the mantle.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Interesting.
kind of cool that they're still doing big crossovers. I know a lot of people hate them. I don't. But the only thing I hate is if you have a subscription to a book like I used to when I was a kid, and you get fucking part 7 of a 13-part story.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the hell? That's the only thing that pissed me off. But, things change, so. Yeah. So that's all we got for comic news. We got anything else on the docket? We're working on our Halloween special. We're not going to say anything because if it doesn't happen, then we don't look like masses. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Zach, is he still there? No, he's not. Zach just fucking took a powder and left. He got pissed about everything, and that's why.
I thought it got quiet.
Yeah, fucking Zach. Should we end the show while he's fucking gone? Now we gotta wait for his ass to come back so we can end the show.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back. I just watched Point Break the other day.
Nice.
All right, well, you got anything else you want to say, B?
No, not really. It has been slow. I mean, hell, I was trying to do all my research and look up shit, and there's just like nothing.
Yeah, the fountain runneth dry at the moment. So, if anybody else there wants to get a hold of us, oh, he's back. Damn it, we can't end the show.
Oh no.
We're gonna end the show while you were gone.
You fucker. That was just weird. My internet just completely went out.
So I think what we need to do is ask the listeners out there to give us a movie they would like to see remade, and then we pick the cast.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And if we don't get any questions, we just come up. Each one of us have a backup movie so we can recast it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll post it on Facebook too, because we'll get some reactions off of there if nobody knows how to get a hold of us through the podcast.
Yeah.
Do it on Twitter also.
Yeah, on Twitter at Dark Asylum Pod. I'm sure Sign Guy, whose ban has been lifted, because he asked me about that this week. He's allowed to participate, ask questions. We may just have to have him on the damn show just to do something different when there's no nerd news. That would be an interesting.
I've been on a show. Let's not.
Damn, that's like a day one listener you just insulted, you ass.
I love Sign Guy.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. He is
Exactly.
probably one of the best referees I've had in the ring because he sits there and he fucking cracks jokes with you and everything else.
Oh,
I love Sign Guy.
The thing is, if Zach doesn't insult you, it means Zach doesn't like you. So
Yeah, that's very true.
an insult from Zach is a like.
Yeah, he just retweeted you if he insults you, basically. So, all right, find us on Twitter at Dark Asylum Pod. Find us on Facebook. Look up Dark Asylum Pod. Look up Dirk Ness because some asshole said that Dark wasn't my real first name, and I had to come up with something different. Big V and Zach Winters are all on there.
You can find Big V under Michael.
Yes, Michael.
Michael.
Dirk Ness is my full name, so if you need to find me for some reason. We got a page. We got Dark Asylum Pod at wix.com, something like that.
And I
Some
don't know if
pictures
you've
that
mentioned
came up.
this.
But-
I don't know if you've mentioned this yet. I can't remember, but we also have T-shirts.
Yes, you can find all of our T-shirt designs,
I don't
not
think
only
that was mentioned
for
at all.
for the Dark Asylum Pod, but for each of individuals. Me and Zach, anyway. I don't think V's got any shirts of his own up there. Oh. Yeah,
No.
check us out.
And-
Ask questions. Find out what the hell we're up to. Give us something
And
we
I don't-
can do.
I own one of these shirts too, and they're not like some shitty like Hanes shirt you get off Walmart and then ironed on. These are good quality, nice, soft shirts.
Yeah, I got one myself. You get them from Amazon, so you get 2 days, or if you need to get that dollar credit, so you can buy a movie or a book or something from them.
They
Do that
don't make it.
too.
They
Fuck
don't
it.
make it my size.
They make it your. What the hell are you talking about? They do. He's just laughing. All right. Never mind. Anyway.
They don't make size. Holy shit.
Pretty much.
We'll find you a holy shit size, and I'm going to send it to you.
Okay, speaking of holy shit size, so just,
I don't like where this is going.
No.
We were trying to end the show.
just real quick. So we all know Wish is one of those hit and miss things, right?
Oh,
Shit.
yeah.
So now I got me a nice little mini poster, I guess you would call it, but I got me a barf shirt from Amazon or Wish. Half man, half mog, half dog, mog. So, fucking, I
What
get the
in
shirt.
God's holy name are you talking about?
Barf from
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Come on.
Oh, fuck.
So I ordered this shirt from Wish. I ordered the biggest size. It's like 4X, right? Well, I forgot Asian men 4X is like totally different than American men 4X.
Yep.
This motherfucking, like, I don't even think my kid can fit in this shirt.
I hate that shit, because you can get some decent old prints of old band shirts. Bought a fucking typo negative shirt, and that thing wouldn't fit a toddler.
Yep.
Fuck that. Fuck China sizes.
And
Not
it's-
China, just China sizes. Well, yeah, just China sizes. I'm not gonna get into
Yeah, don't get
all
this
that.
banned in China.
I ordered a 4X, and it's like a 4X large. It's more like a negative 4X medium small some shit because I tried to put it on and I'm like stuck. I'm like ah.
That's when you do what I used to do as a kid when a shirt got too old. Hulk Hogan, that son of a bitch. Yeah. All right, so for Zach Winters
Yeah.
and for Big Vicious,
That's right.
I am Darkness, and the asylum is closed.